You're listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, The Great War, run by Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
Attention, Patriots! The year is 1940 and the world stands on the edge of darkness as the iron grip of Rasputin's Russian Empire tightens across the globe. From the frozen wastes of Siberia to the bombed-out streets of Tokyo, the forces of freedom fight valiantly to hold the line against the enemy bolstered by unholy magic and terrifying technology. But fear not, brave citizens, for the United States has unveiled its greatest weapon in this battle for liberty, Squad Scion. Handpicked from the best and the brightest, these extraordinary individuals have undergone cutting-edge enhancements to become living symbols of hope. And now, 4 fresh recruits, armed with newfound powers and unshakable resolve, are ready to join the fight. These courageous heroes will face the horrors of war, sabotage the Russian war machine, and stand tall against Rasputin's monstrosity, the warriors of divinity. The road ahead will be perilous, but freedom is worth every sacrifice. So, stand at attention, soldiers! The world is watching and the time to strike for liberty is now! Good evening, brave listeners. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you to Terra Prime, the Great War, proudly presented by Saturday Night Gaming and now powered by the Apocalypse. Prepare yourselves for a journey into a world on the brink of chaos, where history has been rewritten and heroism is the last line of defense against tyranny. Tonight you'll witness the clash of courage and darkness as our valiant players navigate the rich lore of Terra Prime, unraveling secrets, facing unimaginable terrors, and standing firm against adversity the likes of which the world has never known before. It's action, it's adventure, it is history rewritten, and with a touch of the extraordinary, I might add. Now, with great excitement, I present our cast and crew, starting to my right.
That's me.
I did think about it too.
I am Patrick Danielson. I'm being played by Dane. Yo.
Not Patrickson. Daniel
Yes.
Patrickson? No, that's not right.
I'll be going by Breaker most of the game. I expect all of you to remember that. I am a explosives expert who got experimented on, and now I get to be protected by water sometimes.
Cool.
Be on the lookout. I did accidentally dehydrate somebody to death one time, but I promise to try not to do that again.
Just releasing those secrets early on.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And you, sir.
Don't worry, I wrote that down. It is a secret that I will give to somebody later.
That everybody else already knows. Got it. Got it.
Hopefully we'll all forget by then.
My name is John. My character is not Blast Master.
He's not the blast master. He's the explosives expert. You mean gas blaster?
He's
Or
also
gas master?
Gas Master.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He
The mass gaster.
his given name by his mother is Gaston,
Oh.
but he now mostly goes by Atomos.
Animus.
Thanos.
Oh my gosh.
Animus
I knew you
thanatos.
shouldn't do this if you couldn't pronounce it.
I'm pretty sure that means the deadly wind, right?
Yeah, because my whole family was killed by Rasputin, and
Same.
so in my I don't know who you are.
Twinsies.
We haven't gotten to you
I
yet.
know who you are.
Well, that's because I'm explaining who I am.
It's happening currently.
You know, I'm Gaston, and that I have allowed myself to, through experimentation, to enhance myself so that it'll fuel my revenge against that guy I mentioned earlier.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Ah.
He has the power to make me forget. I will never forget. And that now, through experimentation, I am completely a gaseous being, poisonous gas, and I mostly have to be contained in a suit.
Special containment.
Yeah, special containment suit. I have gas powers. I can release myself into the air, causing discomfort to people around me. And
Sometimes death.
It's called passing gas is the name of
Get them all out now. Go ahead.
We're not going to get them all out now.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah.
You literally never said that.
Well, just now I did.
Yeah.
You heard it. It's on
Wind,
recording.
Dust in the wind, so I'll go with it.
Dust in the wind. Okay, you. We're moving on.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Katya Khrushchev. She also had her family killed by Rasputin. They were dissenters. He didn't like that.
This guy's been getting around.
Yeah, dissenters don't get a lot of attention, not good attention from
Yeah.
dictators.
Yeah.
Dictators and dissenters oftentimes they clash.
I heard that was how you sign up for being a guinea pig.
That's in New Guinea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a guinea pig. That's why I'm gas now.
Oh, anyway, sorry.
You allowed yourself to be a guinea pig. Don't even. We just listened
Yeah,
to
it
your
doesn't
story.
matter if I allow
I
myself.
mean, what kind of a monster allows themselves to be experimented on by a scientist
I
just
didn't
to
say
save the
that
country?
I didn't allow. I just said that I was a guinea pig, and that is a fact.
I have fought in all the countries. I was rescued by the Germans and then fought in all the countries.
I
And
fought in
now
all
I
the
end
plus
up
one.
here.
Nice. All right. And you with the red hair.
I'm Laura and I'm playing Ellie. And I don't remember my backstory.
You're a sweet young girl from Alabama. And
Alabama.
Alabama. And
Well, that's all. You don't even
you
have
could
to
get a
lie.
moonburn there, but she did not. She actually joined the great fight against the Russian war machine because she doesn't like it. It's because her older brother died. Yeah.
How did
Was
you
he-
forget about your older brother?
Her older brother
It was
died.
so traumatic that I forgot.
Maybe he's much older, and she doesn't remember.
He was fighting for the armed forces against the Russian war machine. He died, and she said, "I am not going to take this. I can stand up for myself and beat these bastards."
Was he also
That's
killed
why she's
by
here.
Rasputin?
Well, I mean, by extension, probably, because everybody that's killed by the Russians is killed by Rasputin, I guess, at some
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense.
All right. So I'm Tony Stevens. I will be your GM, editor-in-chief for this game. I hope to bring everybody all of the thrilling action that they've come to know by listening to Saturday Night Gaming's podcasts. Don't forget to go back and listen to everything that's predated this because it's all awesome too. And then tune in every week for us, and we will present to you the best, most exciting story about the 1940s altered history that you've ever heard while listening to this. Right? Don't you agree?
Of all the broadcasts that I've ever heard, this is definitely one of them.
Of all the broadcasts in all the world about the altered history of the 1940s, you had to listen to mine. So, without further ado, you've turned the corner where we left off. You are met with a glowing blue energy surrounding a katana and a mysterious armored figure who is now holding that katana in front of your face, blocking your path. That is where you are at. You are inside the Russian Shanghai Void Energy Research Base.
Oh yeah, the one that was not stealthy.
You have sent Ellie.
Uh-huh.
That's right, Ellie. Right?
Yeah.
They've sent Ellie to go on her own to infiltrate, if I recall correctly.
She was going for the
lab?
The R&D lab.
Correct. Okay.
While
so
we were going to try and
That's
get
right.
the
Yes.
the
Yes.
VIPs.
We were gonna go spring the prisoners, and she's gonna find out the info.
And then we were going to rejoin
Continue
with each
that.
other back at
Or
the...
recently. Is that why you got it? Because you knew we were doing it?
Then we were going to rejoin with each other back at the vehicles
Yes.
so that we could get a personnel carrier
Yes.
to carry all of the VIPs out.
So should we start the session with her rolling stealth, or is she already totally stealth?
Well, where we left off was you running into a mysterious character.
Yes.
I've never heard this, but
It's what I just narrated to you.
yes.
And
That's all you experienced. What I just narrated was exactly what you experienced at the end of the last episode. So you're caught up to exactly where
Can
you were
I
at.
reach out and take a sword from him?
as a reminder,
Yank it away from him.
hate reminders.
As a
Because I
reminder,
want that sword. It's cool.
we were told
I
to
don't mind.
expect
He
someone
won't see it
there
coming, so like he might be like, "Ah,"
that we were
he'll be shocked.
going to be
Because
working.
who would expect someone to do that?
We were told to, right?
Dan, you got to spit it out, man. Spit it out. What are you saying?
I'm trying to remember the name of the person we were working with.
Right now, there's a blue sword in my face. I want to reach out and grab the sword
The
with
person
both
you were
hands
working
and
with
yank
when?
it away from him.
Whoa, can you do
Yeah,
that?
right on the back
Well,
of my
the
character sheet.
precedent will be
Yeah,
set
it
once
is.
I do it.
We were told to
Can
meet
you? Yes. Will you succeed? That's a different story.
someone inside.
Tony, I need my dice.
His name was Voidwalker.
Oh, I know that
And we
guy.
were told to be on the lookout for him.
I heard of that guy.
So I'm guessing that may be him.
I'm excited.
Well, I still want to grab his sword because I don't know him and he's pointing shit in my face. I don't like that.
Yeah, that is a little rude. I'll agree with that.
It is.
You shouldn't point.
What did he say? Did he just stick it in my face and say nothing? Because that is just rude. You don't do that to a lady.
Or as
So I want you to picture this steel hallway that you're walking down.
Right, yeah, doors.
Flickering fluorescent light. There's a hallway and then a sharp right turn. You're coming up to that corner, and then all of a sudden, this object is blocking your path.
I'm going to
He's-
grab it and
he's-
yank it out of his hand.
All right, so
'Cause
you
it's
are
in my
going
way.
to
yank.
I want to grab the sword.
directly engage target.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll based upon probably either that'd probably be speed to grab the object from him. 2d6.
2D.
Currently in the very bottom of the bag. That is
Just to make it interesting. It's a mini mission inside the regular.
Last time,
finding your
this
die.
rolling tray fucked me over, so I'm gonna give it one chance, and then we got to roll on something else. That was his one
Is
chance.
that good? Did you-
All right, so add that to your speed. What do you got?
6.
All right, so you lash out instinctively, reaching
Wait, can I
forward.
re-roll with my edge?
You can give
I
me
really
edge
want
or
to try
you
to
roll.
grab this guy's sword.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Give me a little blue chip when you're ready.
This would be an epic way to start this game if I can do it.
Wow!
Did you roll well? I
I
can't.
She
rolled an
did.
11, so that's a 12 to
That's-
grab this
that's like
mofo's
the
sword
best
out of
you
his
can
hand
do.
and take it.
Nice.
So, on a 10 plus, choose one. On directly engaging a target, you can either resist or avoid their blows,
Resist.
impose an additional condition, or create an opportunity for your allies.
So, disarmed
What is the
is a
second one mean?
condition.
Impose an additional condition,
Well, that means-
like a condition on him, such as disarmed.
Well, obviously I'm disarming him.
Alright.
That's not an additional.
So, an additional condition would be like
Stunned? Can he be
stunned,
shocked?
shocked. He's
Is
off
that-
guard.
But wouldn't, if he's shocked, wouldn't that already be a benefit for my allies?
That would actually act as a benefit to your ally, yes.
Nice.
If they're also going to attack him.
No, that's crazy.
Well,
So creating an opportunity for your allies is how you could dictate that.
what's the dude we're looking for? Void?
The boy.
We were told to be on the lookout for Voidwalker.
Texas
Just
freaks.
any old random Void Walker, or is that his name?
That's his name.
It's his cool name.
Okay, we need him to be stunned so we can talk to him. So I guess make it to where Dan can talk to him and ask him if he's a Void Walker.
That said, this could be one of the warriors of divinity.
He's a
The
voyeur.
Voyeurs of Divinity.
Right. So creating an opening for attack, though, like if he's stunned, yeah, I could see like how, but
But
that's
we're,
not going to assist him in a completely different mode of. I
we-
guess
we
if
don't wanna
he
attack
rolls
him.
for intimidation.
We want to know if he's dude.
You do?
Okay, but based upon what you're doing, so like if an officer of law walked up to you and he was holding a gun to you, and you snatched his gun out of his hand and you said, "Look, listen to me."
He's not.
How's that
an
realistically
officer of
gonna
law.
go?
He's a dude
But
that
Baby,
just shoved
this
his
is
sword.
we don't
this is
know
an
what it
analogy.
is.
This is an analogy. Just how do you think that would go? Just from my perspective, as I'm creating the world in a realistic fashion, how do you think it would go if you
I don't know.
snatched somebody's
I
weapon?
took his sword away.
You did. Now, which one do you want to put the imposed on him?
I don't know. Dan, which one do you want to put?
Stun sounds good.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I
So
wanna
then
stun him.
he is stunned by the fact that you even grabbed the sword as you
I
yank it
pictured him going
out of
like,
his hand. So like the durable armor on your hands basically reacts instinctively. You're able to grab the blade itself because obviously the hilt would be hard for you to grab. And
yeah, I
you
want to
just,
grab the blade.
you just grab it from him. The crackling blue energy seems to dissipate from the blade as you remove it from his hands.
So it's a
And,
hilt.
huh?
So it's just a hilt now.
Well, now it's just an inert
Oh, it's not a
metal
lightsaber.
sword. Yeah,
Oh.
no, it's just there was energy surrounding it. Now there's not.
Okay.
All right, but it is in your hands, and he seems to be shocked for the moment.
Can I roll intelligence to try and match any description we got of him to what I'm seeing? Because I don't remember an actual description.
Hang tight.
She finally got Jackson to sleep. 8:30.
We were told to be on the lookout as far as I remember.
Yeah, I'm looking at the information that you gathered real quick. And then
The stuff that I gathered.
I want to give you an answer that's precise to what you gathered, though. Because you did it at the home
From the
base.
Yeah. From the science wing.
Surveillance images, including the Void Walker, Takeshi Nakamura, and the files that you discovered.
Okay.
So yes, you would be able to identify this as the Void Walker.
So that is.
And why are we looking for him?
We were told to. He's
Like, what is our goal in
he's
finding him?
basically Batman.
So
Yeah, Batman in this world, right?
I'm trying to remember actually what we were told.
Are we supposed to, like, make
By
friends
the
with him
CO.
or kill him?
If we can't make friends with him, maybe we should.
To my memory, he was supposed to be like also invading, like a friendly competitor type thing.
He's a vigilante.
Can you remind us if we're on the right path here?
They did tell you that there was another individual that was somewhat working with the Shanghai resistance.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
we are working with.
let's just
Shanghai
ask him if he's
Resistance.
working with them. Be like, hey, we're supposed to come find you because we're infiltrating as well. If he's not, we just kill him.
So you rolled for intelligence?
I am not.
That's what you're doing, though,
Yeah.
right?
Let's just put all the cards on the table, and if he's not this guy, we just
So
kill
that's
him.
a 10.
Okay, so
He's
that's
all
the
this.
information I was supposed to give you after you rolled, when you
Yeah.
asked if you could roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get the picture of him. This is the Void Walker.
This
Okay.
is the voice.
And you do recall that he was working with the Shanghai resistance fighters.
Let's talk to him and ask him.
So I would verify that he is Void Walker. And if he is,
Just tell him who we are. Like, tell him who we are and
I
ask
would
him.
tell him that Wei Zhang sent us.
Yeah. Like,
This
and if he's not this guy, then we kill him.
Wei Zhang was the.
Yes, you're correct. You got that one.
Trivia for the win.
So let's go for persuade. You're going to go ahead and roll off of your intelligence,
Okay.
and let's see how you do.
So that's a 9.
I figured it was good when you didn't say neat. See, look, I'm telling you, not rolling inside these rolling trays is better. You kept rolling snake eyes last week.
9 would be yes, but on the success.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of how I would present that to you. So
Honestly,
you can convince them that you're working with Wei Zhang, but you cannot necessarily.
I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up to a 10+.
You can convince him that you're working with Wei Zhang and maybe be able to soothe his injured warrior's pride that somebody just snatched a sword out of his hand and he's not going to directly attack them in this moment.
Cool.
So basically, as you convince him diplomatically,
Basically,
he agrees to team up with you, and he holds his hand out directly in front of Katya. He's silently, basically saying, "Give me my shit."
He what now?
he agreed to help us
How do we know?
because he said
He used his
I
He
words.
agree.
says he used his words, okay.
And then held his
Now he
hand out
wants
in front
his
of you,
sword
like, "Hand me my shit back."
This stuff.
I do something fancy with the sword and then hand it back to him and say, nice sword,
I
bro.
don't even know how you.
Hi. He like sheathes
Hey.
it onto his back. You can tell that there's a continuing unease where he's okay with you, but really doesn't like your friend.
Only because I
As
bested
long as we
him.
can work together, I'm
That's
fine.
a professional jealousy right there.
All right, so there seems to be a fragile alliance right now,
Excellent. That's the
and
best
he's
kind of
agreed to try and work with you. So, with that said,
Like,
let me go ahead and set out for y'all.
By the way, I did say out loud that I recognized his picture. This is him.
Okay.
So we were not given his picture,
First of
so
all,
you would know
you-
that this is the stuff that I picked up that I was telling you about that verified what the CO said.
Okay.
All right, so here's your team assistance die. That's going to be your D4. If you want to use Takeshi to be able to do something, this is what you're going to pull from. So basically, before you make your roll, if you want him to be the assistance for that roll,
Uh-huh.
just go ahead and claim it on the front hand of the roll.
Okay.
So before you roll your dice, if you want
Right,
Voidwalker to
yeah,
assist
we
you,
got
call it
Okay,
out.
so-
that's cool. It's
What
like
were
an
you asking
NPC
me?
character that we can summon.
Yeah, I just gotta touch you, and I just keep forgetting it's there, and I keep going underneath and jabbing it.
So that's where you're at. Now, let's go ahead and real quick, let's go ahead and resolve with, or start finding out how we're going to resolve with Ellie. Stormfront, you are sneaking over into the labs.
Does she have to reroll stealth since she's already stealth from last time?
Probably, because you're going to be like, she's going to be moving through different places, choke points, checkpoints,
What if she's wearing
guards.
this dude's clothes too?
Wait,
She is wearing a uniform.
are you humming?
She figured out how to get the clothes on, just not off.
Have you seen Mission Impossible?
I'm not done
Oh. So you have to roll. But roll the table, because everything else is crap right
All right, now, thank you for that. Ellie, you are coming up on a security checkpoint, so go ahead and roll for stealth.
6 feet.
Alright, so you're likely going to be able to make it through the checkpoint, but you're going to draw some suspicion from them. Like,
That's in
aren't you a little short to be a Russian Imperial trooper?
That's a Star Wars reference.
No clue.
It's a Stormtrooper reference from Star Wars. Don't worry.
I don't know Star Wars.
Basically, so as you're coming up to the R&D lab, you're going to see that there's a security checkpoint, double doors that you're going to have to walk through, and there is a security maintenance or security officer that's standing there.
Mute your phone.
And so as you're coming up, they're looking at you kind of skeptically, but you like, with all of your guile, you basically like broaden your shoulders, suck in real hard, and then like just start like storming through like you're supposed to be there. And they just,
Walking with the
as
pace.
they like see you coming by, they realize that you have a higher ranking badge, and so they salute you real quick, and you just kind of and like push through the double doors. But as they see you walking by, they also notice like, does that uniform even fit? Like that's a little bit off. So there is some suspicion there. All right. So that for any further stealth rolls while you're inside the R&D area is basically just going to give you like a -1.
Okay.
Like, so just like a little bit of a debuff on you that they're suspicious of you. But as you move through, now you're seeing all the lab coat people. Now a lot less soldiers, a lot more lab coats. Some people are actually dressed to the hilt in like the containment suits, like the full head cover, plastic face that they can see through containment suits. All right, so as you've moved into the area, you can tell that there are several different areas. There does seem to be the Void Energy Research Containment area is labeled. Like, everything's labeled because you need to know where you're working when you work in a place. But you see that. You also see a records division and several different working offices that are labeled off. So what would you like to try and...
What am I supposed to be doing? Because I don't remember.
You are looking.
You have your radio.
You're looking in the lab for all the secret technology info. That we're
You do have a
supposed to
radio if you need to be able to talk.
Remember,
to
you're getting the secret info from the lab,
Okay.
and we're rescuing the dudes.
Yeah. Because that lab's not going to exist.
Yeah, so we're gonna blow it up.
So we need as much info as we can about what they were working on before I exploded it.
Why is he so wide?
Huh? That's why
It's fishing.
Oh, well, why did you do that?
that was the consequence of his actions.
So you have the records, you have like some offices, and you have the Void Energy Research Room, the containment room.
That looks
I'll
so
go to
creepy.
the records. If I'm supposed to be getting information.
I like this one.
Alright. So do me a favor as you're moving into the records room. I want you to actually go ahead and just read or analyze the scene. So give me a roll based on your intelligence. And basically that's you searching the room, trying to read the scene.
Gotta sit up straight.
6, 7.
I
What's
gotta
your
act.
Do you have any intelligence?
Yeah, 1. That was.
Yeah.
This is a 6.
So
7,
7,
8.
8. So 8.
You just look pissed.
That's when I look good in pictures when I'm pissed off.
No,
So
you
what?
can
Hey,
say everybody.
guys. Thank you.
I still look bad.
While you're investigating the experimental lab, you stumble upon a partially completed void energy stabilization prototype.
Ooh, that's
So there's like in the records vault, when you get in there, there's actually like this box. It's containing this stabilization prototype. It appears to be an advanced device designed to control and weaponize void energy more efficiently. Now written in Cyrillic on the prototype's casing are incomplete notes referencing, and as you translate, basically you've got a little like a pocket translation guide to try and figure out from Alabama to Russian. But it reads Project Inferno's Gate.
Ooh, get it. Get that. Whatever it is.
It's in Cyrillic.
Take it.
Do I
Steal it.
Do I need to? I don't have any way to like
There's a
photocopy all of this stuff, right?
You don't have ability to photocopy
Take
that.
pictures.
No. There is a faint blue energy that seems to pulsate from inside this containment box with this prototype that's in it. It is the size of a bread box.
Steal it.
Oh yeah, we can just take that. It's a bread.
Just like
Like a
when
loaf
they
of
went,
bread, there's a box that would
Oh,
go
okay.
around a loaf of bread. So that's about how big
Like
it is.
when they
So,
went
a
to
loaf of
the
bread.
what's that place they went to steal that thing from Tony Stark's dad?
The base.
You're talking about
The
Avengers
Tesseract.
Yeah, when they went to steal the thing
Endgame?
from Tony Stark's dad.
I don't know where she's been. We've been watching. I don't know. We've been watching all these movies.
I've seen it like once. I don't remember.
That's part of the
I've
time
slept-
heist.
Okay, well everyone else got the
I've slept
reference.
since then.
It's only slightly bigger than this.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
bread
a big-
box.
So
Steal it. Steal it.
do I have like a bag I can put it in or something? I don't.
You don't, and that's a part of the fact that you rolled mid-range. So you can carry this thing out of there, but it will probably draw additional suspicion for the fact that
Can
you're
she
doing
open
so.
it and take the thing out and stick it in her pocket?
I don't know if I want to do
But
that.
I mean, just in theory, hypothetically.
In theory, the bread box is the containment box, and the thing inside is the size of a loaf of bread.
Bread.
I don't think it's probably too that big. Stick it down the front of your pants.
I was just thinking, but I'm not
Guys,
taking it out.
guys will be like,
That's,
nobody's gonna pat down another guy's truck, okay?
is there another records box that you could put that box inside?
Put that box inside of another box.
He
And
says
then
to you
nail
over
it
the
to
radio.
yourself.
Yes. Do I need to?
And then nail it to
I mean, you could do that. You again, it's just that as you're carrying it out, like I said, it's kind of got like a faint blue glow to it. So if you've got it inside another box, like it might kill some of that down, but it will draw some suspicion that you're walking around with the box from the records vault.
Yeah.
I'm not putting anything in my
Yeah,
pants.
they'll
Especially
avoid
blue
looking.
glow.
Yeah.
They'll glance at it. And they'll be like,
I'll just, I guess, put it in a.
Like a records box?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can put it in there. You look around the rest of the room, but as far as this records vault, that seems to be the most amazing and important thing that you've seen. So, would you like to try and explore any of the offices or the actual void containment room?
am I there?
Where are you?
I don't know.
He's
No,
with
you're
them.
with us.
The
Oh.
three of them went to go do
Yeah,
rescue.
we're all together and you're by yourself.
Because
you're
you
stuck.
have perfect camouflage and we don't, so we would have slowed you down.
You're the stealth.
I'm trying to look at the. You said there's void.
There's a void containment room, and then there's also some offices.
I mean, you just picked up a void containment box.
Yeah, let's go for the box. Containing
Okay. So as you walk in,
bottles of candy.
Christopher walk in.
he's not here right now.
Okay.
Well,
That's Professor Runestrom or whatever his name is.
yeah.
That character is
Doctor.
also not in this game right now.
But no, walk in. He's Professor Runestrom. He's
No,
like
it's-
the professor.
I think it's Davenport.
Oh,
Dr. Davenport, but yeah.
Runestrom had the best elevator music.
All right. So here we go. Go ahead and let's see. Roll me a defy danger. You're going to roll this based off of your endurance.
Is that durability?
Yeah, durability.
Oh,
Not really.
No.
Wow.
Whoa, she's super
Minus
endurance-y.
-1.
that's what I said.
Okay, that's still mid
It's an
range.
8.
All right. So as you walk into this room, you can tell that there's several different machines that are going. Large, very polished, sterile steel machines. A lot of the same radiating blue energy that you saw on the device that you took is emanating from these machines as they continue to hum and whir and spin and do machine thingies. At the center of the room seems to be a large containment, cylindrical containment device. And inside of it is just this raw energy. So, like, imagine, like, in the center of the room is just this huge glass tube that is being filled with this energy, this like bright blue energy. And of course, you also notice that the people that you recall, the people that were walking out of this room were wearing full containment suits. And we'll get back to you in just
Yeah.
1 second.
Don't
We'll
go in
leave
there.
you.
Why are you going in there?
I've already been in there.
She's already in there.
I'm already in there.
This is how Spock dies, Laura. Like, this Spock dies this way.
Okay, I don't.
If only it
Don't
was
tell her
Bones.
that.
Do you think if it was Bones, they would have gone to all that trouble?
No.
No, he would have
They
died.
would have just
Yeah,
died.
Spock
Screw
would've
McCoy.
just-
Yeah.
All right, so.
I'm dead, Jim.
Damn it, Jim.
Damn it. I'm dead.
Back to Katja,
That's a Star Trek reference.
Yeah, I
Gaston,
definitely don't know that.
and Patty, you are walking with Takeshi through, or y'all are standing
Takashi.
in the
Takeshi?
Nakamura.
Nakamura.
You are standing with him in the steel
I stole the sword and
hallways.
then get it back to him.
That's nice.
Your leader wants you to go to the.
We have to go break out the prisoners.
You're trying to find
In
the.
the command room.
You're trying to find the
Break
command
them
center,
out.
and you're trying to find the detained.
Hey, ask
prisoner.
Takeshi if he knows where it is. Or do we have blueprints?
Put away your blueprints and ask him if he knows.
I said, or do we have blueprints?
Yes, I have
Don't be
blueprints.
sassy with me.
A little bit. Only for entertainment purposes.
No.
I know someone named Sassy.
So I try to read the blueprints for the shortest route.
I don't think you need to. I mean, you don't need to roll or read.
Okay.
You know how to read.
I analyze the structure.
So
Alright.
you're trying to analyze the structure of the facility to find a better way to destroy it, or just to take them to the room?
Bit of both? No, okay.
So if
So
I remember
does-
correctly, that's part of the
Should we
analyze.
tell Takeshi what we're doing here?
Oh,
It is up to you
Be
how
like,
you
hey, we're
discuss
going this
it.
way to rescue these dudes.
we have some VIPs in the command room
Yeah, I'm telling you this because he doesn't like me.
to try and go and get so that we can get them out.
I am also here to save these high-ranking individuals. I will assist you. But I do know that there are many different objectives to this place. They seem to have collected the ability to produce the same energy that mutated my person.
Oh. So I
This
should
void energy can contaminate this place.
so I should go back and
Laura's
pick
gonna
up the
mutate.
C2 that I've been planting in the hallways.
Do what?
What?
Fuck it anymore.
You talking to me or him?
Yeah.
No, but I understand that they are currently, it is to my awareness, that they are currently interrogating several of the resistance leaders, these high-ranking individuals, within the command center.
Well, we should get there quickly.
Hi. The void energy chamber should probably be avoided at all cost.
Don't go in there.
She's gonna
Radiation, poisoning, hallucinations.
You tell me now.
Hot car.
Listen, I'll still love you even if you mutate.
I'll keep that in mind.
She's gonna be like Dr.
Did you
Manhattan.
catch that?
That's the worst.
Stormfront?
She's gonna be like Dr. Manhattan.
Now,
That is.
I am also aware that they have secret maps within the laboratory wing offices where they are trying to find ways to produce more relics for their research so that they can continue to empower their warriors of divinity.
Could you say that a little bit closer to the microphone?
There are relic maps in the laboratory wing.
Stormfront, did you pick that up?
So I need to go to the offices, not where I'm currently at.
Where are you currently
Incidentally, your
Where are you
your
currently
walkie-talkie is very similar to a police officer's walkie-talkie, where it's on your shoulder.
at? Okay, but here's my walkie-talkie. Where are you at?
The place I'm not supposed to be, apparently.
Well, no, but you wouldn't know that. Where are you at?
Yeah, no, he told
I
me.
literally
He
just
told me.
typed all of that.
Oh, so get out of there.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, he-
So, you're with Takeshi.
Yes.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going
We
to
are
get these.
trying to get
We're
to
just-
the
We're
room.
walking and talking, you know.
Alright, do you have a plan on how we are to best attack the warrior of divinity that is currently interrogating?
I hold up my C2.
We
One
will
whole
punch him in the face.
He kind of looks at both of you,
Listen, I stole your
and then he
sword,
turns
okay?
and looks at the guy in the containment suit, and he says, "Do you have a good plan for how we are supposed to attack the warrior of divinity?"
No, hold up. I stole your sword before you even knew I was there, okay? I can obviously do some stuff. Let's just point this out to you.
So you think she is strong enough to take down this individual?
No, probably not. But listen,
She's very strong.
there's 4 of us here, okay? And he probably wants to
The
put his
awful
gas
of
on
us.
somebody.
I could
Gas
probably.
inside.
He wants to put his gas inside of it.
I could probably teleport one of you into the room for a surprise attack.
This guy.
I have a.
He's gonna gas everybody.
No, I'm not.
Well, you could though.
He can teleport a person-sized thing into a room.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. We just
could-
just learned that.
Yeah. Okay. I
I only have
could go up
bricks
into the
C2.
corner, put a bunch of gas there. He teleports the gas into the room.
But hold on. I agree with what you're saying. But aren't the VIPs in the room too? We don't want them to die. Yeah. We want to save the people in the room. Okay, but we want to save the. Did you just say it's?
It is sentient if he rolls well, yeah.
But we want to save the people in the room, not kill them.
It's kind of like a fire person being able to create like a little fire elemental apparition,
Yeah.
but poisonous gas.
Okay, so there's a chance that it'll kill everybody in the room.
Yeah, we don't want to take that chance.
But
But I love your energy.
it's
here.
like good. It's like 50-50.
It's a good chance.
It's like a
good
decent
chance. 50-50
plan.
is a good
Let's
chance.
do this
A
plan.
success.
If you were rolling a D2, it would be like a coin, it would be 50-50. You're currently rolling 2D6.
Oh.
Not
I
a
don't
50-50.
think that's a 50-50 chance. I'm not a mathematician, but I do believe we're into percentages now.
It's like 80%.
Listen,
Yeah.
the point is, we're not putting the gas in the room.
What if? How good are
It's
you
not
at
80%.
targeting your teleportation?
Dan, do you want to go
I
into the
am
room
as
or do you
good
want me
as
to
I
go?
can be.
Can
Or
you?
should
Is
we
it like
just
with
ignore the teleportation thing and just
Is it
we
like-
all just go there?
centimeters,
Can
inches,
go in?
feet?
We can get into the room.
Right, but what
So
I'm
like
saying
if you teleport gas, it could appear anywhere in that room.
We can get in the room.
is, listen,
Yes.
but should we? I mean, just because we have this teleportation option doesn't mean we should
He
use it.
has sword, you have thermal armor. You are very good in up close.
Right. So that's. But what I'm saying
If
is,
he's
if we
able
find
to-
the room, we'll all be there together, fighting together.
He doesn't look like somebody who's able to stealthily teleport because of all the crackly energy.
Well, Dan would know.
There is
about-
bright blue crackly energy, it seems like, that comes off of his armor.
Yes.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if we find the room just like on the blueprints, how far away is it? Like,
Oh.
then we would all be there.
Right, so there's the room, and there's doors, and probably security outside the doors. Getting in the room would be a process which would alert the person on the inside. That's why Takeshi is saying, I can get one of us in,
And then
like
we're
two people,
stuck in there.
himself and that person, for a surprise attack, if that
Which-
would cause an advantage.
Which would have people inside when we attack the ones on the outside. So
But we're
that we can then go through the door.
Right, we're still just stuck in there though. Like we can't open the door from the inside, you know, or they would have already.
The
The
bound
VIPs
hostages?
The
Yeah.
VIPs are probably tied.
But
That's
there's a
reasonable.
what's the thingy thing that's guarding them?
A
The
warrior
warrior
of
of
divinity.
Yeah, that. Okay,
That
let's
I
go.
just
Let's go. I'm ready
that
to
I
go
just
punch
vouched
something.
that you were
I
strong
want to
enough
roll
to fight.
intelligence for something though. Somebody tell me what to roll. What can I roll that's intelligent?
Are we sure we don't want to create a gas man and have him go in there?
Do you have
Analyzing
make
a
a plan?
scene.
I'm gonna analyze the scene.
That's a good idea.
As soon as y'all teleport inside,
9. Now I get to level up.
please tell me as soon as y'all
What
do I
teleported
see when I
inside
analyze the
you did
scene?
that.
No. She just analyzed the scene right now.
Because I want to level up.
So currently, you know that the outside. So you're like, why is this a good plan? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, somebody convinced me.
And
otherwise.
so you low crawl to the corner, and you're peeking around the corner, and you're looking down the hallway, and you see that there are 2 Met guards and 3 armed Russian soldiers that are guarding this room, the command center room. They're just outside as a security checkpoint,
There's
guarding
how
the
many
room.
of them?
3 armed soldiers
And 1 mech.
and
two
2
mechs.
mech soldiers.
Okay, see, my concern still stands about once I get in the room, how do I get out past all these guys?
Oh, I'll be fighting them.
You can't
On our
fight all
side.
those guys by yourself.
Yeah, I can. I totally.
There is also
sabotaged.
Gaston.
It's me.
He exists.
Yes, I get it.
Also, we are not
That's
currently.
just a coincidence.
That just occurred to me.
I was going to say
You're gassed on. Okay.
And we are not trying to save the armor. So I'm
I
totally
just
fine
said
with
That was a
destroying
coincidence.
It was
the
not a
armors,
coincidence.
That was a point.
which is what I'm good at.
He's saying that he wants to destroy the people outside for you. Gaston can do whatever Gaston does.
Gaston does what
Takeshi
Gaston
can
does.
only teleport one of you into the room.
I understand that part. Let me figure out what I'm. What
If
did I
you'd
say I was
rather
gonna get?
fight mechs, I can go
Punching?
in.
Did I say I was going to get punching?
If you would rather fight mechs, I can go inside.
No, I'll go in.
And I will fight the warrior of
You can
divinity.
blow them up with your C4.
Guess.
It is only C2. We're working on the plans for C3.
What?
Hopefully we get to C4 by the end of the war.
Yeah.
We're about to be at C 2.0. 2.4. So what did I say I was going to get hand to hand?
This stuff was experimental when I
Hand
was
to hand
doing
might be useful in this specific situation.
This is the reason I joined this program, was to work with C2, because it's way better than C1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to do. I either want to do flawless hand-to-hand combat, which is punching people effortlessly,
C1
or I want to get deflect stronger attacks, which is withstand gunfire, blunt force from larger weapons, and moderate explosions, etc.
One of those sounds really useful.
Like
really
right now.
soon.
But he's not gonna.
But which one is it? You said I can already punch people, so I'm guessing the stronger attack.
You know that the person that he keeps referencing has been told to you by Colonel Cross that the Warriors of Divinity are the premier super soldiers under Rasputin's development.
So the stronger attack
Or the
one.
best of the best.
Probably. If I was to give you any kind of assistance as God, I would answer your prayer
Oh.
and say,
He's
put
got-
on the armor of gold.
That was a good verse, yes.
These
It
sheets
used
are
to
never
be
big
on
enough.
my Bible cover.
There you go.
Okay.
Then that Bible cover finally wore.
Alright, I've added that, leveled up, restarted. Oh yeah, I did roll for what I had speed earlier, didn't I? Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's portal.
This
He
is
probably
actually
doesn't have to roll the
great
portal
time to
well.
game.
Are we
What's
end
going to
up in
happen
that
is
region?
you're going to use his assistant to teleport in. You're going to also try to do so stealthily.
I'm not stealthy. Have you met me?
But you're going to want to do this as a surprise, right? You know, or you're
I
going to
think
come
the
in like,
giant blue crackling portal
just
will
like,
be kind of surprisey.
come in and, ha
Flash
ha, gotcha.
I'm supposed to go in and flash them?
I don't know. How do you
If
want
I go
to
in,
enter this room?
I
Do
could
you want to
enter-
be stealthy or
But I
like,
wanted to enter the room to punch the warrior of divinity.
ooh, he's going to get you in the room. Now, do you want to do it to where you have an advantage to like sneak up on this guy, or you're just there and now you're confronting him?
Should I just go topless? You're the one who said I should flash somebody.
It was a joke.
Yeah. It would be surprising though.
I could
It
guess.
would be.
Topless woman pops into the room, you're gonna be
Oh,
surprised.
wow.
I don't know, whatever. How do I roll stealth? What is that?
Speed.
I don't know what I would have to do with speed. Am I rolling with help from him since I'm portaling with him?
He's already given you assistance.
Given it.
8 plus his help.
So, 9. You are able to get into the room with him in a stealth fashion. But here's the catch. One of you can be stealth. So either you or him gives up your advantage of stealth when you enter the room based
Yeah.
upon... Okay.
I'm not stealthy.
So then you are stealth and the warrior of divinity
Am I still
sees-
bruised and injured?
Yes.
Yeah, we
That's-
haven't
yes.
had a chance to.
Well, that's awesome.
You've had no downtime.
So I'm like bleeding everywhere. No wonder I'm not stealthy.
You are stealthy. You just said... Oh, you said you want to keep him stealthed or
Plus
you?
it says -1 ongoing penalty.
Oh, good. Thank you for
Oh,
letting me
because
know
you're
that.
injured.
So does that mean I rolled a 7?
No, you rolled a...
You rolled an 8 because he gave you assistance.
Yeah.
Um...
Did you say that you wanted him to be the one that was still stealthed, or you?
I said him, but then I didn't realize that I was like super injured.
Make that decision now. It's
Yeah, I
either
already
him-
said it. It's fine.
So you want him to be stealth and you're obvious.
Yeah, I'm either gonna die or I'm not.
All right. So, as you enter the room, you see a massive armor-clad individual with a large warhammer standing in front of several captive and bound individuals. As he has taken the large warhammer and moved to the next person in line, you do see that one is laying on his side on the ground, and there's a large bloody splatter where his head once was. And he is now standing in front of the next individual
This
in
is
his
a
line of
Negan
interrogation.
situation.
Why is he
He's
killing
taking
people?
that bat to everybody's head.
Why is he killing people?
Probably the same reason Negan did.
He's a mean.
Probably to make him talk.
The hammer's name is Lucilovich.
Lucille, that's why. Someone named him
Lovich.
Lucille and he's upset about it.
Lucilovich.
Jeez.
All right. So, he is standing in front of the next individual in the line, and he is yelling at them in Russian. I will not synthesize Russian, but you are Russian.
I'm gonna yell at him in Russian.
So, he's like, he steps in front of them, and he's
I don't
like,
want him to kill this other person.
"Gospodanya, comrade," and you go, "Niet!" And he turns around, and you're topless, and he's like, "What?" Just kidding.
I mean,
Unless you
sure,
are.
my skin is armor. Sure, why not? Maybe it'll throw him off. Nice hammer.
Who are you? He holds the hammer out directly at you.
Can I grab it like Hella and break it?
That's cool.
If you want to close the distance and try to grab his hammer, you can.
That would be pretty epic. Let's
It would
admit
be
that.
pretty epic. I don't know if you're going to be able to do it, but like I'm willing to see.
Let's see what you got.
Do I get help from Techie Shoop?
Do you want to use Takeshi's help?
Sure, I'm trying to break a hammer.
So basically, you grab it, and then all of a sudden, some lightning hits
Maybe he distracts him with some lightning. Yeah, maybe the lightning helps me break it.
We'll see how it works. He's giving you a 6. That's a 9 with him.
9.
Well, an 8 because of your disadvantage from being injured.
My strength is 1, so that's basically
All right.
They all negate each other.
yeah.
So, no.
So basically, as you're like reaching out, you feel Takeshi as he appears, places his hands on your lower back, and then teleports you
Why is he touching me? It's because I'm topless, isn't it?
Yes.
teleports you directly in front of the large warrior of divinity, and you grab hold of the hammer.
Break it. Do I break it?
You do cause a crack in
A
this hammer.
crack. One crack.
It is now leaking some sort of energy.
You.
That was exactly my response, John. Is it the same toxic energy that's about to turn her into Dr. Manhattan?
Now, as you do this, I'm going to give you a choice because you rolled an 8. You can either,
I don't want to take damage if that's an option.
then you can put Takeshi up for the damage.
Yeah,
So
or-
one of you is going to take
Yeah,
damage.
do it. I don't know what his sheet looks like, but he can probably take more hits than me right this second. I've only got 2 boxes left. I haven't seen this dude's sheet yet.
He doesn't appear to be hurting.
I only have 2 more injured boxes before I'm dead. I don't know what happens when they're all dead. Am I just dead?
You're unconscious. That's the way it works in Final Fantasy.
I don't think that's how it works here.
In Final Fantasy, there's
Oh.
also
So
Okay.
when I check these 2 boxes, though, am I dead? It's like
That's a
dead.
likelihood.
No, like answer the question.
That is a likelihood.
What does that even mean?
It is up to the editor-in-chief how that
Oh.
resolves, and it usually has to do with
the story.
the story.
Okay.
So, you teleport right in front of him. You're able to crack this hammer. As he sees this, he's enraged. You hear like a very sharp roar come out of this guy. Almost like a grizzly bear. This guy is so loud. He rips the hammer back from you and swings, and as he does, you duck down just like, whoop. And Takeshi's not so fast because he's already in the process of trying to like move you back. And the hammer hits him. Boom! Sending him sailing across the room, cracked into the wall, large thuds. Now, outside the room. Patty and Gaston, you see that the guards, and you too hear like,
Yeah.
and you see the guards are like
Turning.
getting their guns ready and they're turning to like move in through the doors.
So-
What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and try to use my sabotage ops on the armor from the mech guys.
Alright, so you sabotage what?
Trying to sabotage the mech guys' armors.
So you're attacking one of them
Sure.
with sabotage.
I can show you
John,
what
you're
that
there
does.
too.
We're gonna pass
Yeah.
some gas.
Let me read it.
So here the
What?
Don't
So
forget
funny.
you're there too. Poison everyone except not Dan.
Oh yeah, Dan. But you know what? I've been meaning
Yeah,
to try
you basically
this.
be using your
Hold on, let
explosives
Dan
to
do
try
this
and
one first.
take down the armor.
Unless
Alright,
it's gonna help.
I've already analyzed one whenever we fought it out in the field, so I know
True
the
story.
weak points.
Alright, so that is going to be directly engaging a target. So, what does that stat roll off of?
Should roll off of intelligence because
Intelligence?
I'm using
It's
my
your skill.
demolition.
Got it. Alright, that works for me. So roll based off of intelligence to directly engage the target.
That is a 10.
Nice. So yeah, if you would like to illuminate me on how you would do it, or
I believe the spot that I recognized. Find my pencil. Anyway, the spot that I recognized in the field that was the biggest weakness was their knees. So I'm going to pop C4 with a delayed charge of 1 second to give me time to get back onto his kneecap. And
tell you what, that's a really successful roll. You could even take the charge, put it into the C4 or C2 rather.
Yeah.
Ball it up like a baseball, which you used to love to play back home.
Yeah.
And you throw a curveball right at his knee. It sticks on, and the
that way I
charge
don't even have
sets.
to get in, so I don't take a chance on taking
Yeah,
it.
because you rolled really well. So,
Yes.
basically from down the hall, you're just like, batter up, and you throw this C2 charge, hits him in the knee, like this controlled charge goes off, distracting all the other guys around him. His leg is now disabled, and he's like falling to the ground.
Okay.
Still capable of maneuvering his weaponry, but on the ground and immobilized.
Awesome.
Gaston!
Yes.
You have seen your compatriot and ally move with such amazing speed, fervor, and intelligence. He has thrown an explosive device at one of the armored individuals down the hallway and disabled him. What do you do? There is still one more mech warrior that's completely functional and 3 armed Russian guards. They're just currently shocked. They are stunned. Aghast at what they have seen.
Pull my knife.
Your gas knife.
My gas knife.
Yes.
Because I haven't tried it yet. I just want to try it.
Do it.
You just want to try your gas.
Yeah, it's
I
so
like
like
how when he moves, he's still just like
Yeah.
It's those inflatable arms.
and then I will stab the nearest guy somewhere in the chest, in midsection, the biggest area.
So this is how we're going to do it.
70
You're going to be rolling speed because you want to close the gap
the speed?
without getting hit, and you want to stab him without getting hurt. Correct? Because this is knife fighting that you're talking about.
Knife fight.
Yeah, okay. Does he have a knife?
Well, you do.
Well, that'd
He
be
has a
stabbing.
gun.
It's not a fight unless he has a knife.
He does on the it's a bayonet, so it's on the end of his AK-47.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to directly engage a target, but you're going to be rolling off of speed because you want to close the gap, stab, and get out of there without getting hurt.
All right.
So roll
Rolling.
2d6 for speed.
I can't see what I rolled.
Oh, that's a 5, 6, 7. What's your speed rating?
0.
Ah,
So 7.
7. All right. So here we go.
And then there's a little button on the knife, and that's what injects the gas.
I love it.
It's pressurized.
That makes sense.
All right,
seen that
so
design.
you're going to be able to run in.
So it'll kill a shark. It should kill you. I say that as I.
You're able to run in and stab this guy, one of the soldiers. Now, on this is your choice.
This is my choice.
You can successfully implement the full damage of your knife into this soldier,
Or.
but you've opened yourself up to an attack.
Nope.
Or you can more precisely defend yourself, but you're not going to get the entire attack in on this guy.
So what is the entire attack? He dies, right?
Right, so like you stab him with a gas knife and you're filling him with gas
Yeah.
and he's dead, but you get hit.
Like,
Or you run in, you do a quick stab but realize somebody's swinging at you and you run away,
I'll do it. I want.
but
so,
he's only taking partial damage.
Yeah. So I think to stay true to the weapon, and this is just a human, right? That I stabbed.
Oh yeah.
And I got in there pretty deep.
If you make this choice to get in.
If I make the choice. So like, I'm gonna make it where I'll take a little damage. But the way it works is, so like, imagine you stab someone with a knife, and in the knife is a little hole where gas will go through.
Like a tube
Yeah, that
with
goes
a
up
hole
through.
opening at the tip
Yeah, yeah.
and it leaks in.
Yeah, pressurized gas. So what happens is a basketball size of gas expands within like a fraction of a second inside him.
He's going to explode with gas.
Just on the inside.
It's going to rupture all
if
sorts
it's a
of stuff.
basketball size, it would.
Yeah, it'll kill a human. If it was like,
He would probably even leak out of his orifices.
Yeah,
yeah,
This
that's-
gas just.
it would probably frighten the people around it.
This knife actually exists.
Wow, that's scary.
It is scary. I thought about getting one, but then I was like, what am I going to do with this?
What are you going to do with it?
It's for sharks.
Who knows?
But I mean, the
Could be
thing
Sharks
useful.
don't need knives.
What
No.
if there's.
No, it's to use on the shark.
this
I know,
knife,
I got it.
yeah.
I'm trying again.
It was
All
actually
right.
developed.
So, which do you choose to do? Take the
I'll
damage.
take the
implement-
damage.
All
and then
right.
Open them up.
So, Patty,
Yes.
as you throw the baseball C2, boom, knee blows out. You see Gaston just start running past you,
Stone.
wacky waving arms as he runs down the hallway. He goes, "Ah!" And then he gets like right in front of this soldier and he says, "What did you say? This could kill a shark, it must kill you?"
It'll kill you too.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, he just like yells something in French where he's like, "Oh, you should die." And he stabs this guy in the gut, and you see the guy's like eyes get really wide as his stomach just instantly inflates as the mech armored warrior swings his minigun, smacking Gaston in the armored face. And he starts like flying back down the hallway. You hear him like hit the linoleum and then squeak the rest of the way to your feet. All right, Gaston, go ahead.
okay, Gaston?
I
And
will
fill
add
in.
one to my speed.
And then add one to
And then
your
I'm
damage.
bruised again. Look how bruised I am. I'm all bruised. Does gas bruise?
Yes.
Yes.
What does that look
Or
like?
your armor
It
gets
does
damaged,
now.
rather.
Oh, it's getting tattered. My suit's getting a little
And
tattered.
that's not good for you.
It's not good.
All right.
It's not good. It's not good.
Okay. So,
So you have, and then as this guy is like laying on the ground, you see his stomach is like inflating, and he's just like, "Oh, yet, ah!" And then you hear as his stomach like ruptures, and then you see gas start to slowly leak out of his mouth and orifices.
Oh, yeah, his butt.
And the people that are standing near him are like, "Oh no!" And they're like moving their shirts up. They're like trying to cover their faces. The armored mech doesn't care so much.
right.
So there's going to be an advantage against human fleshy targets.
Okay.
She's.
Um,
It's you too. Are you fleshy?
I'm going to toss one of my fragmentation grenades into the massive enemies.
Yeah, do it.
While they're all distracted by the guy exploding.
We'll give you that as the advantage to roll that in there. So I guess we'll still call that directly to engaging a target. So go ahead and Or no, see, we'll just do confront. So you're confronting them.
Okay.
So they're already off balance. So you're going ahead and throwing that in because you're confronting all of them at once, right?
Sure.
All right. So go ahead and give me a roll on your speed because you're throwing with accuracy.
Okay. And the advantage does what?
It's going to add 1 to your roll.
Okay. Oh. Oh, it's a good thing I've already used that edge. Speed adds 0 to that, so that is a 4.
4 because you got an advantage.
Oh yeah, 4.
You know, every once in a while, and people will tell you this.
The grenades,
Every once in a while,
the fuse,
there
sorry,
are duds.
pre-burnt.
Yeah, there are duds. So you throw the frag grenade down there. The mech soldier is like standing over these other soldiers and even his injured ally that is on the ground. And then he hears, ka-tunk! And he looks down and realizes that a frag grenade just hit him in the side of his helmet and then hit the ground. And he's like standing there real quick, like, oh, and then realizes nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And he lifts up the minigun and opens fire down the hallway. Now, Gaston and Patty,
Yes.
both of you need to roll for defying danger.
I'm going to put up my title armor.
All right, so you're going to be trying to basically endure it.
Yeah.
All right, and
I'm not trying to endure bullets. I'm just gonna
try to get out of the way.
try and Oh no! What's my dodge ability? I get hit. I'm dead.
What did you roll?
I got shot by a bullet.
5?
5, yeah.
Plus your speed.
Which is 0.
Oh, that's great.
5?
No, it's not.
So, I was driving down the highway and there was a merging on-ramp and this large semi was barreling towards me now. And he just barely managed to go fast enough to get squeezed past me without hitting me. But on the side of this large burnt orange semi-truck, I realized that right there on the door in big bold letters it said, "Neat."
Said what?
N-E-A-T, neat. And I was like, I gotta tell Dan about that. Because that was neat. All right.
That was random.
What was your total?
So
Oh, it's not about to seem random in a second.
Oh, okay.
my total was 5.
Yeah, all right.
So we both about to get hit.
All right,
My
so
semi.
John, go ahead and fill in your injured status.
Oh no!
Your faceplate is actually cracked now. And you're clean?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and fill in your bruise status.
Okay.
Ours a weezer gonna die.
So my armor is not quite up to minigun status.
Basically, as soon as you try to like put it up, like it ruptures it, and like you take a graze and you're like hit to the ground. But you realize that
I'm
right
good for
next to
9
you-
mil.
Yeah,
I'm not good for minigun.
minigun's pretty big. So, but you realize that he's sitting in front of you, and you see like his faceplate just go, and like you hear the squeak of the glass cracking across his faceplate. All right, Allie. It has been so long since you have smelled the green grass of Sweet Home Alabama. You look out in the pasture and you're like, isn't that beautiful rabbit sniffing a flower?
Is she
And
hallucinating?
you're rubbing your hands around on the grass, which you loved to do as a child, and you're soaking up the sunlight, and you're smelling the flowers.
Oh, I don't think you should be soaking up that sunlight.
And you think to yourself, wasn't I having a bad dream about being in a war? That's silly. It's so nice that I'm the prom queen, I'm home, everything's going well. Dad even said,
Allie!
little Johnny
Did she hear me
is going to
yelling
get
at
a
her
job
through
at the
the-
mines.
Little Johnny in the mines? What? Okay, listen.
If she
did
marries
hear me
Johnny,
yelling-
she'll be set for
Allie!
life. He'll be a great
Did she hear
miner.
me yelling at her through the...
All right, so Ellie, what you can do is you can roll your durability to try and shake off the status. I will give you.
Well, so what?
Now,
Mark's
if you want to use her assistance, she's screaming over the radio to you. I don't know if she'd be doing that right in the middle of this big fight, topless, but who knows? Are you still topless?
She never covered back up.
Do you want me to still be topless?
You have to say it.
Is that a question? All right, so I'm assuming you use somebody's assistance.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. Wow.
Very nice.
So yeah, over the comm, like you hear people yelling because like you hear them in the middle of like explosions and gunfire,
I
and
think you lost her at prom queen. Honestly, that was where the
Shit.
Yeah.
she shakes it off and
She
she's
was
like,
like prom queen. What
I ain't no prom queen, and what's all this sunlight? I ain't about to get sunburned.
It's too bright out here.
I'm a ginger. I gotta get out of here. You shake it off and you realize that you're in this containment facility.
Get out of there.
Radiation's going off, and you've got to get out of here. You've realized you should have been in a containment suit, but you're not.
Not in a containment
All right.
suit? How you
So
doing?
as you get out of the room, basically shake it off. You get out of the room, and you realize where you are. Everything's still got kind of like a blue fuzz around it, but you
mutating?
realize she doesn't have a blue fuzz around her. She's seeing things with a blue blur around it.
Brandon, no, her eyes are like
It's like,
mutating.
it's like if you
She's
stare at the
mutated
sun
up.
for too long and then you see like images of the sun.
I want her to be Dr. Manhattan. Okay.
I understand that you want her to do that. That would be intriguing for anybody trying to shack up with Ellie. Multiple person
that's-
thing that she does that
I
he
hear that's
does in
how
the
you
movie.
get
That's what I'm
cancer.
thinking about.
Checking up with Dr. Manhattan.
Listen, we're moving forward.
Moving forward. All right. So
Gonna turn
you
that
realize where you are. You read the rooms again, and you're like, okay, there is the records vault, and then there were the offices. And you remember he was talking to you over the comm, saying there's something about a relics map.
Put the thing in your pants and get over here. Right? You're supposed to shove it in your pants and get out of there.
I'm topless. You put the radioactive device in your
Get over
pants.
here. I don't know what that's what I'm supposed to do.
Put it in the
somehow I
frozen
ended up
turkey
with no
holder.
shirt on, and Takeshi's dead.
Takeshi's dead?
Wait, he's
I
dead?
don't know. He's across the room, slumped over on the floor. He looks dead to me.
Everybody's like, what?
I have no shirt on. This is just out of hand. Get over here.
Wait, you teleported with no shirt?
I don't
She's
know.
trying to get
Somehow I
advantage of
ended up
this.
topless.
You don't actually have to be narratively if you don't want to, but in my head, I've downloaded the wrong version of this movie.
Headcanon.
Headcanon accepted.
All right, let's go.
All right. So, which way do you want to go?
I mean,
She
she
can-
can do something else.
So over the comms, you
Remember.
can probably hear like them fighting, and they're getting kind of kicked around, and things aren't going
And
well.
you do recall him saying that there was some form of map.
Is it in the offices? Because I already went and I don't think so.
You did already go in there,
To
and
the
you've already
office.
gone into the contaminated room. So,
Yeah, let's go.
There's
to
only
the
one other room.
office.
all right. So go ahead and give me a analyze the scene. Roll based on intelligence. You walk in and you're still kind of like hazy and like stumbling around. You feel kind of punch drunk and you're just like, I'm having a hard time not throwing up right now. I don't even know what I'm looking for. And you're just like, screw it. And you just decide to leave. All right. Inside the command
To be fair,
center.
it does make sense that you would decide that it's time to hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Because we also said that we needed you to secure us a ride for when we get all the VIPs out.
Did we say that? Oh yeah.
He did say that there was a vehicle bay. And
Yeah.
that is true. All right.
All right.
Inside the command center. Gotcha. You're facing off against the
Yeah, I just
large
ducked down,
armored
and dude
individual.
got slung across the room.
Yes. So, now, what do you do?
So, if this happened in real time, I ducked. He swung. Dude flew across the room. Is there armor in dude's crotch?
Yes.
Is there any place there's not armor? Do I have to roll to like?
Do you know how to analyze armor?
I do.
Let's find out.
No, I mean, do you?
What do you mean, do I?
He does.
I have 0 intelligence.
He has the ability to analyze people's
I mean, I have
armor.
eyeballs. Like, could I look to see if there's like a place on the armor that's weaker?
If you don't have that skill, no, you cannot. He does have he has a skill to analyze for weaknesses in armor. That's why I'm asking if you have like a skill to like analyze for weak
No.
points.
Why would I have that skill?
You can tell that he is armored and you're strong. Like that's what you're going off of. You don't have like a general knowledge of his armor, how it works.
I feel like if I had fought in as many battles as I would have, I would know how to do this. But I understand that it's not written on my sheet.
That's
so.
reasonable, but it is not a skill that you've picked up in your time.
Oh,
You've
okay.
never seen this armor before. This is brand spanking new. Nobody knows about it. So what do you do? Jessica.
I'm looking. I still kind of want to break his hammer. I mean, other than punching him in his armored face, which I can try to do.
Alright, so you're just trying to roll strength again to try and break the hammer?
Yeah, I kind of want to. This seems like he's like laying really heavy on the hammer here.
Okay. Alright, so roll strength for me. So 7 on the straight roll.
8.
8 minus 1, so you got 7?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, and I don't have a dice anymore because I gave you that.
Now, as he's swinging the hammer back around, you can take the chance to grab hold of it. Your strength will be able to damage it further, but you will open yourself up to attack. Or you can straight up choose to not do damage to the arm to the hammer and dodge it.
And not take the damage.
So you can do damage and take damage, or you can just...
Would I take damage, or would I be able to deflect stronger attacks with this power?
That would be something that you would have had to roll because he's like trying to attack you. You're trying to attack his hammer. You rolled poorly. Basically, I'm giving you the ability to say, yes, you can try to do damage to the hammer, but you'll take damage on yourself. Or you can just dodge it and get out of the way.
Oh, I guess I'll just dodge it then.
So basically, you just shove the hammer out of the way.
Okay, so basically as he's swinging it back across, you just like, you're deflecting it. You're pushing it up with your arm, and it's getting right off the top of you, but you had this feeling in your gut. You're like, I could have destroyed that hammer.
Oh, like hella, yeah.
It's like a gnawing thing inside your gut now.
Well, basically, I just did the deflect stronger attacks thing without having to roll to do it.
All right. So at this point, he is actually on the attack though, because this is not your attack. This is his attack.
I get to roll it.
So at this point, you can roll defend.
Do you drink some?
No.
You can. So am I rolling to deflect stronger attacks now?
Yes, that would be the great way to do it.
8.
Did you already do the subtraction?
Was it durability then?
Yeah.
So that's 9.
All right. Cool. So. You can defend yourself against a large hit, but this will escalate the situation.
Oh, well, probably nothing that I did was going to de-escalate the situation. Can we just like de-escalate this real
So
quick?
basically, as you deflected his hammer, he's come back around and he says, "Nobody does this to Bogatir. You try to humiliate me, little girl!" And he slams the hammer down, and as it hits the ground, all the shockwave energy that's coming off of it, you just like sit there and like flex up, and like it just ripples off of you. But two of the people that you see that are there and bound.
Yeah,
The shockwave energy has now hit them, and they've been slammed against the wall. You see that they are bleeding from different orifices, like the mouth, ears, and nose.
That sucks.
Is that the only? No other.
They're the people we're supposed to rescue.
Probably, but they're wearing clothes, so you just don't
We
know.
don't know. You can imagine.
Botier, yeah,
Shoot.
fucked him up.
We can say the F word now.
We can't.
Yes. All right, outside in the hallway, you've been damaged. The minigun is still trying to whir up again, so it like heated. As it overheated, he's like removed his finger from the trigger, and now he's starting to like try to hone in and aim down the hallway again.
I'm going to try and toss a thermite grenade at the armored guy.
The one that's still
The
standing.
one that's shooting me with a minigun.
Gotcha. All right.
Technically, yeah. So,
But you are throwing it, so this is going off your speed.
I'm trying to sabotage specifically the minigun.
All right. So intelligence is basically your precision with these devices, explosives, and the analysis that you've done already.
Yeah.
Okay. You can
Because
roll it
I
off.
really don't want to take another hit from that minigun.
You can roll it off of intelligence to try and sabotage it.
So, straight roll. Awesome! 4.
You didn't say neat.
It's a straight roll, because -2 + 2. So that's 4.
All
Can I
right.
jump in front
We're
of
just
the
loving that
attack?
number.
So basically, Patty
Yeah.
sits there and he goes, "Take this!" And he throws a thermite grenade, which is hit by bullets that are coming down the hallway.
Yeah, so
And
explodes
it
in space.
explodes. And as it explodes, there are two dudes on this end of the hallway that are like rallied up with each other, and both of them need to roll a defense.
Okay.
I'm the other dude. Is it thermite? Is it like spraying like stuff all over me that's gonna catch on fire?
It is thermite.
I'm gonna die.
Wow!
You
Really?
roll really good.
I rolled an 11 on the durability.
I'm gonna roll one at a time for dramatic purposes.
I am good at taking hits.
2.
This is really dramatic, dude.
I have to roll like at least a 5. There's like a 2.
Roll
and
it,
6
roll
chance.
it.
What
Oh my
is
God,
it?
you're
That's
so
a 1
dramatic.
in 3 chance. I'm good
Yes.
at
Oh my
math.
god. You're so dramatic.
1
Roll
in 3
it.
chance of catching fire, and not in a good way.
Roll it!
I will. The longer I do this, the longer I live.
The longer you do this, the longer you live.
Yes. Yeah.
What did you roll?
What?
Oh my god.
Do you have an edge?
I knew I rolled premature.
You don't have an edge.
You have no edge. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't feel very well.
Oh,
Well,
can I cover him?
wait,
Mark
is he...
off your second injured box. You
Oh my
are
god,
now-
he's about to die.
Am I able to
Fire.
use my...
You are literally on fire. Some of the gas that's leaking out of you because of the damage to your suit. You are currently
Oh my god.
a fireman.
Am I
Oh,
able to
cool.
use my exceptional success to try and cover some of him? And basically take the
You
hit
can stop,
for
drop,
him?
and roll him.
No, that's not how that.
Okay.
That's not how that works. But
Gas
you did
must-
really good at not getting hurt
Yeah.
with your thermite grenade.
And so
I'm
it's-
really good at
the
dodging my
gas is
thermite.
only setting fire as it contacts the oxygen and mixes with it. So
So
it's
it's
not
right.
like inflaming
It's like
me.
little, like...
It's not inside
bursts
your
of
suit
fire.
yet. It's just like a
Yeah.
layer of fire on the outside of you.
Well,
You
it's a
look like this
mixture.
flaming man at the end of the
Yeah.
hallway, and they're just like, "Aw!" and you're like, "Ah!" and you're like waving your arms around like this.
The precedent that was set earlier was that it has to mix with air, oxygen, in order
Right.
to become flammable. There's a certain, just like any kind of like gas.
Right, it's right on the outside of you.
Yeah, it's on the
It's
outside.
around you.
Oh, that's cool.
You're
Yeah.
just like a burning man at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
You should
What do you do?
I run around. "Ah!"
Do you want to try to attack these guys?
Yeah, I'm running towards them because I'm not even looking where I'm going. I'm on fire.
All right. Do you want to try and use combustible gas on them or something?
I just see them. I'm like, yeah,
You've
sure.
already got access to fire.
I just have to release the gas, and it'll already catch on fire automatically.
All right. So let's go ahead and do.
Try and catch them on fire.
Let's do confront someone. So roll it and use.
Yeah.
Since using your gas, use your energy.
9 plus 3 is
Minus
like
To figure it
12
out.
or
I
something.
had
9 plus 3 minus 1 is 11.
And this one.
So basically, you run down the hallway and you go, ha ha, hoo, and like you just like release all this gas that then explodes right in front of you because it has access to this fire, absorbing the fire, combusting. So now you are no longer sitting there on fire.
Yeah.
You're still injured.
Okay, yeah.
Before
Well,
you-
so like the what do they call it? Backdraft of the flames blow out my flames.
Right. It's basically
Does that work?
that explosion is sucking up all that flame and it's
Well,
just using
it
to
consumes
explode.
all the oxygen in the area, and therefore the fire on me can't burn it.
So, from your angle, what you see is a fiery man, wacky arms, running down the hallway, and then all of a sudden, as you hear, ho! And as the explosion starts to fade, which your eyes are pretty attuned to, like looking at explosions,
Yeah.
because you love explosions.
Yeah.
You can see that the unarmored men
Oh, so
are
does my
charred on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The one who had the damage to his knee and was laying there is on fire
Okay.
and seems to not be moving. The one that was shooting at you seems to have taken a knee and is on fire, but is trying to aim his minigun again.
Okay. I will.
Currently being on fire, you both have the ability to defend against him, but you have advantage.
Advantage.
So I get the +1 from the advantage. I will try again to.
And Gaston, roll for speed.
It's me. I'm gonna roll first. 5.
+1 for 6. And
No
then what's
plus
your
1.
speed?
No plus 1.
You got an advantage.
Oh, 6.
Do you have any
No speed.
speed?
No speed. I'm as fast as a human.
I am trying to sabotage.
No speed. This guy's speed walking. Look at this guy, huh?
Tell you what, roll
This is
for
speed
your
walking.
defense on this,
Okay.
and depending on your roll, I will give you a
Okay.
choice.
So I will try title armor instead.
Yeah, that's the
And that's off of my durability. Yes.
speed walking.
It's not
I
good.
don't even know how to do
I just rolled my 4th durability for this session, so I got
What did
an
you get?
experience point.
What's a flashlight?
I also assume that I am now more bruised.
All right, so here
Possibly.
is your hard choice.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be injured.
No.
You can take on your injury and his injury
Okay,
by
I can do that.
defending him,
Uh-huh.
but there is not going to be any way for you to escape injury.
No.
Or you can both take injury
Nope.
equally.
He will die though.
No.
Yeah, I'll take
You
it.
will if you
I
get
will,
another.
yeah.
If you get another thing.
Moving you into the full injured track. So, as you're laying there, or you're like kind of like on the ground, and you've just done an successful explosion against
I'm
these
feeling
guys.
super on fire.
Some of the fire is like dissipating, and you see this minigun pointed right at you. The guy's on a knee, and he's not very mobile, but he's like, stupid French man, and like starts shooting. As he starts shooting, you see Patty jumps right in front of you, pushing you out of the way, taking this full blast to the chest in his title armor, slamming him against the wall as he slumps over. And you see
Yeah.
the minigun has now whirred down. Like, so basically it heated up, now it's
It
trying to
overheated.
Yeah.
So he's got to let it rest for a second.
Alright, now it's your go.
Okay. I am going to switch to trying to drain him
Ooh,
of
alright.
his hydration.
That's what she said.
All right, and that goes off of your energy.
Yes.
Fluids.
All right, and what's the
It is a
debuff?
borderline, so it's -2, so it's actually -3 total because I'm injured.
-3
Can I help
total.
him? Can I help him?
Do you want to use assistance from Gestel?
Sure.
All right, team assistance is gone. That is a 6.
Assist. Do you have to say that, or does it just happen on that?
6. I have 1 energy,
So 7.
which cancels out the minus. So, wait.
If you're basically at 4, because that's 7.
That's
Minus
what I
three.
did.
-3, yeah.
Cast
So you're at a
system
4.
more than I did.
Okay.
All right, so that was to try and drain his hydration energy from him.
Drain the water from his body. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically,
Switching bits.
You just get
Yeah, that
he's
sounds
a
like a
little
good idea.
dehydrated.
he assisted you. You tried unsuccessfully. It seems like through the armor, it's not capable to do that
Yeah.
at this moment, and you both must roll to defend again.
Yeah. Because assisting opens this book.
Is that 9? That's a 9. Look
Much
at that.
6, 7 plus. What's your speed?
0.
Still? Okay, 7.
Oh wait,
That's
I
10.
should have been doing that this whole time.
Yes, you should be marking those.
Okay,
at least
that
3
goes
of them
up.
at this point.
And now it goes up 1, right? Or does it go here?
No, it just goes to your experience.
It
So
goes
my
to
title armor, I
improvement?
got.
It goes to your experience.
Is that the improvement?
That is running towards improvement.
Okay. And then I erase this.
So
I
basically,
got a 9.
Yeah, I know because I missed it.
you're able to defend yourself, and he is actually able to defend himself too.
Okay.
All right. So basically, he's like, "Oh!" and like jumps out of the way as you're like, "Title armor!" and defend yourself against the bullets.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, Ellie, you're actually running up on the hallway to the armored vehicles rooms. All right. So,
Okay.
so basically, as you're running up to that hallway, you hear over the intercom, "Oh, it hurts everywhere. Oh."
My body.
And that was me.
And if you want to find out what Ellie does she go save her teammates? Is Katya going to survive against the large warrior divinity Bogatyr? We don't know. Is Takeshi dead? Or is he just unconscious against the wall? You'll have to tune in next time to find out for sure.
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, head over to our website, SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com, for some more fun content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.